It seems like a long time ago that citizens of our community shared their views concerning choking smoke and wildfires with our Jackson County commissioners. From this came a proclamation heard locally in Salem and across the nation, including a call for our own Commissioner Roberts to speak at the White House. Many have come alongside us, and we hope you will too.
I had an invitation to the White House, and it was in response to President Trump's executive order for fuels reduction. And I couldn't go without mentioning our concern about the wildland fire policies being flawed. And so I did put that in my opportunity to speak on the national stage. And hopefully it does open some doors to getting those policies changed.
Recently, we had a few fires start, and we got a reminder of what a summer filled with choking smoke and wildfire is like. But as with 2019, federal, state, and local firefighters attacked them with everything they had. This is different from 2018. We are making a difference.
ODF, our motto, our mantra, and our mission is still going to remain the same. It's going to be aggressive initial attack, throw everything that we have right out of the gate and try to prevent a large fire on the landscape. So we're going to continue to do that. Our federal partners are also going to be taking the same stance in regards to fire, which is aggressive and safe initial attack, and that's been forwarded through the Chief of the Forest Service letter as well as the Director of the BLM. So we're all going to be as aggressive as we can. The problem that we're going to run into is just resources. We're going to probably ramp up to a planning level of 5, which is going to be resource shortages, but the Forest Service has brought on extra helicopters. They're going to stage a Type 1 here, additional Type 1 here in Medford, and try to maintain as robust aviation capacity as we can.
This conversation was completely different just over 2 years ago. You see, many people are coming together for the public health and safety of Western communities and no longer choosing sides. In a recent press release from the Bureau of Land Management, Deputy Secretary Kate McGregor shared that over 30 years ago, the BLM proposed a protest process to expedite timber management decisions. Unfortunately, this process has had the opposite effect. This proposal seeks to ensure timely action, including for thinning activities related to fire preparedness.
I think the main thing we accomplished is we were able to engage and work collaboratively with our local partners, with the U.S. Forest Service and Merv George, and Oregon Department of Forestry with Dave Larson, and they absolutely signed on with us to work with us to accomplish the goals that we were setting out to accomplish, which first of all was full suppression. As soon as there was an ignition of any kind, we wanted to attack that with every resource we had to make sure that we contained that before it became a large wildfire. Also, we need to continue to push for additional resources. We need to have the resources available to actually enact that full suppression policy.
The BLM's new forest management program contributes to a sustained yield of timber to support local communities, while reducing fuel loads and the potential for catastrophic wildfires that can devastate forests and communities and threaten lives. Our legislators need help as they fight for resources and changes to 35-year-old forest policy.
The forests are dry, the stream flow is down to 60%. We're going to have a little bit different year perhaps. We're as prepared as we can be.
Please join us in asking that politics be set aside and that
state and federal stakeholders put out every fire when it starts.
Jackson County, please help us in this effort. This is not the time to let up.
Visit jcwildfireandsmoke.com to sign the petition, get updates, and comment to our government partners in this effort. That's jcwildfireandsmoke.com.